Hello, hello.
Hi there.
Let me see. I think it's this. All right, so I'm gonna share my screen here. All right. And then how do I move this? I can just drag it. Okay, cool, cool, cool. All right. We'll wait a couple minutes here. Let me see. All right. And all right, yeah, we'll give people a few minutes and then I'll be right back.
No problem.
All right, I am back. So how you been, Steve?
Doing good.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I've been dealing with this puppy, man. He just has like health issue after health issue. Well, not really bad like health issues, but like minor things. Like he's had allergies,
Oh,
uh an infection in his ear, and then also he what he had something else, but basically a bunch of stuff. So it's been this ongoing every week a new thing. So I've been just trying to like make sure that he's taken care of well enough.
yeah. And our French bulldog, he has starting to get skin allergies.
Oh, really? So same deal as my dog then, because yeah, it's the same over here.
So because he's a French bulldog, he has those wrinkles on his nose.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, and one of the solutions was to use Huggies baby wipes to clean his face because they have slight medication in them. So
Oh, did not know that. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
so that may help on your side.
Yeah, yeah. And what are they called?
Just
What
Huggies baby
Huggies?
wipes.
Okay, okay. I'll check those out then.
They come in
I
like a little package and like a tissue box, but they're moist.
Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. I'll definitely pick some up then, because yeah, definitely anything to help with his skin, because yeah, he's just been breaking out left and right. So, but yeah. And hello everyone. So welcome to the implementations CD Events SIG group. So we kind of have a short agenda. I did put a few action items on the agenda page here. So I see that everyone has already signed in. So thank you. So I think the first one is we just have two PRs for the webhook adapter, which I have reviewed one, which was the Garrett translator, because it was pretty small, pretty straightforward. So mostly knit comments. So I'll just open it up real quick. So this is basically a translator. So for those that don't know what the webhook adapter is, it's basically a kind of a service for it's a webhook service that allows you to plug into various different systems, and it takes any request and converts them to a CD event via translator. And then we have two translators in the progress right now, which is the Garrett translator as well as the Jira translator. So yeah, this is the PR. I just had a few comments. I went ahead and improved it because it's like mostly small things. But if anyone is interested in taking a look, please do so. And then we have this PR, which is going to be a bigger one. So I would love to get some more eyes on this, other than just me. Just have more eyes the better. I'm not able to catch everything. So, but this is the Jira translator. So this is going to convert. So these are the events that Jalandra added. So thank you, Jalandra, as well as the PR itself. So it's quite large, but it should have everything that is needed for the first iteration of this translator. So yeah, those are kind of the two big action items there. And then one thing that I brought this into the agenda as well, which is the draft messaging updates. Because I know Emil had some comments, so I just wanted to get some context based off of your responses there, Steve, and kind of see
Yeah.
see where we're at.
So I went through like last time, like I said last time, I accepted most of the minor updates. If you go down to the bottom, you'll see that there's still some outstanding stuff. And around the tools, I'm going to add RabbitMQ to the
Gotcha,
list.
gotcha.
Not a big deal. I just haven't gotten to it yet.
Mm,
But the question that kind of popped out on this um, was if we need to, if we want to have a requirement that there's a database persisting the events for historical purposes. So obviously, this whole thing can run without a database.
right, right.
So it's really whether we want to make it a requirement to have a database for audit and replay purposes,
Mm,
or we skip that as one of the requirements. And if somebody wants to, if they want to go ahead and implement a database on top of the requirements, that would be fine.
yeah, yeah.
Just the thoughts on that, because that's what a lot of these last comments are, and some that Andrea had.
Okay, okay. Let me see if I can find those. Do you know who outlined the database comment? Was it Emil?
It was both Emil and Andrea.
Okay, I'm trying to
So
find
let me go.
your.
So let's see. Let me find the paragraph. So in 2.2,
2.2. Oh, okay. Here. Okay.
the second sentence will handle routing to the appropriate service and store events for auditing and replay purposes.
Mhm.
So that is one of the requirements that I initially put in there, and that Andrea had a comment about why it was there, kind of answering the question around that Emil had. But that's one of the things that just need to figure out, because there's some other things. See if the other way.
Do you remember what the comment was? Because I don't. Let me see here. Published. Okay, I should probably have read. Okay.
If you go down to, let's see which one it is. If you go down to, I believe, number 5 area. Let me get back to your screen because I'm looking at.
I see. Yeah, I see this. Stores them in
So
a JSON database.
yeah, and then so there's that comment, and then you go down a couple about a store. So keep going down. Oh no, where was it? It was from Emil.
Yeah.
Right here, that one, and store. So it's this whole back and forth that we've kind of
Right, right.
gotten into. So we just need to make a decision. We don't have to make it today,
Mhm.
but even like the top one on the page, top comment there from Emil. Yeah, that one having to deal with
Yeah.
stored persistent storage for the events. So that's the only outstanding thing, I think, big thing that we have on the requirements.
Okay. Let me add that as a note because that's a pretty big.
Yeah.
Should we include persistence in the design of the message bus? Okay. That's a good question.
So maybe just go around a round table real quick, what everybody thinks that's on the call today.
Sure, sure. Okay. Yeah, let me see if I can bring everyone up. Okay, cool. All right, yeah. Does anyone have any thoughts on what they think the design doc's scope should be? Should it be strictly only the message, like the event bus itself? Or is this more of a service um document where it's like doing more, it's like the message bus plus the storage, um etc. Like anyone have any thoughts? Anyone like, yeah, just really care? Or like what are
Yeah, so I'll kind of get the prime the pump on this. So the idea was to have a persistent storage of the messages, so we can do auditing. Also, you if you want to like replay um, an event path, that would be available by querying the database. Um, and then also gathering things like metrics, um, those type of that type of data would be persisted for us to do other things down the road. So my thought would be to have a database to persist it, just because it gives us a lot of benefits, and I don't think there's a huge cost to implement it.
yeah, yeah, no, I agree. But I want if anyone else wants to speak before I give my 2 cents, because I don't want to sway anyone else's opinions. So yeah, what about you, Jalander, Adam? Any ideas, any preferences? All right. If not, then all right, I'll give my
No,
my two
yeah.
cents
Oh,
then.
here's Adam.
Oh, Adam.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Adam.
Oh, I was just saying, no objections or anything. Nothing for me anyway. No comments.
Okay, cool. All right, so yeah, I'll kind of give my thoughts. So I understand what Emil is going for. He's trying to keep it as small a scoped as possible, but I feel like the database is almost is really nice to have, and it's not, and like you were saying, Steve, it's not hard to add, right? So I don't think it hurts to include it, but I don't think that should be the primary focus of the document. Like the document should maybe just highlight like, that there should be a way to be able to set up a database properly, or hook in a database relatively easily, but it shouldn't be the focus of the document. I think the document should focus strictly on the message bus design, with the caveat that you can mention, with the database, you might be able to, audit, you might be able to get some metrics, et cetera, et cetera. And I think that should kind of cater to both Emil's want, which is keeps it small in scope, but also gives, I think, both me and your desire, Steve, a definitive kind of like explanation of like how where the database is going to live and what it could potentially do. Because I think it's really, really important. And I think when we're designing the message bus, right, like that's going to have to come no matter what. I think a database is going to be a hard requirement regardless. So I think have, or at least mentioning it is fine. But again, I don't think it should be like front and center. Like if we go back, I think, yeah, like where you mentioned like and stores, like we could probably leave that out and then have like a small section that's like saying like database, like database, how it could potentially hook in. We should design the message bus to act with the database basically, and be able to easily store information. So I
Now
think
the
we could probably, was
now the
that
other thing we could do is in the requirements, um, make the database optional and have a requirement that the database is kind of like a plugin or pluggable.
exactly? Yes.
Um, so if you don't want to implement a database, then you don't have to worry about it. But if you do implement a database, then it'll go ahead and
Just drop
connect
right
to it,
in.
connect
Yeah,
to it
yeah.
and drop things in. Um, okay, I will. Let me put that on my to-do list to
All right.
add in optional uh, persistence.
Yeah, but should be at least mentioned and pluggable into the message plus system. All right, cool. So yeah, I like that. I think that will satisfy both Emil's and Andrea's concern because I think they're just a little bit worried that it's kind of moving away from the goal. And I think as long as we just mention that it's pluggable, you can just drop one in. I think that'll satisfy their needs that, like we're not focusing on that. Cool. So I think that should answer that question at least. I think that was kind of like the most of these last bits. Um,
Yeah,
and then you said,
exactly. So
okay,
what I'll do is I will add in the database part, and I'll actually take it out of the Google Doc and put it into a Markdown so we can do a pull request around it and finalize it that way.
all right, perfect. Yeah, that sounds great. And again, Steve, thank you for all your work you've done on that. And like having me as well as Emil and Andrea, being able to quickly respond to our comments is much appreciated. Because I know you said like originally you wanted us to kind of like touch or like modify the doc ourselves, which we did a little bit, but it seems like you were mostly changing things, which I know you didn't want that to be the end or what you were ended up doing or wanting to do, but again, we all really appreciate the time and effort you spent on it.
No problem. And I'll get it, like I said, I'll get it all wrapped up and we'll get it into a PR, and then we can do a final, go through on the PR with comments and things like that.
Okay, cool, works for me then. And then we have another action item here. Who added this one?
I just added that.
Oh, okay,
When
cool.
so this is actually like sometime, not I think recently, but very much I think sometime back. So we added this. We have given actually a presentation on CD Events visualization, if you remember, like with Prometheus and Grafana tool, and that's the PR, like to have the code changes related to that POC or the visualization that it shows.
Gotcha.
Initially, Andrea asked to have this to be like created in a separate repository called like visualization. So that is what is created under, and this is the first PR I think that is there. This is the outcome of the presentation also that we have given. I have
Okay,
listed in the PR description, if you see. So
can we
that's there.
have one so one comment is, can we have some images here, like what the visualization will look like in Prometheus and Grafana, just to kind of like see what
So
that
that
looks
is
like?
there in the README, I guess. Yeah, I think it is there in the README. There is a
Oh, is it?
reference architectural diagram.
Oh,
Uh,
it is. Okay. Yeah, sorry.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. So
So
it's
there is
it's
one.
in this PR somewhere then.
Yes, yeah.
Where I didn't see an image though.
Image.
No, I don't see one. Is it
So just the easier way would be just browse, go to the branch, and
right?
and just use the branch raw in instead of in the PR.
Yeah.
There you go.
But oh, here it is. Yeah. Okay,
So it's just easier to
cool.
read.
Yeah. Agreed. Okay,
Mhm.
cool. All right, awesome. Yeah, this makes it, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so that should be easy then. Yeah, I was just looking for an image. So I'll go ahead and also add this to my
Okay.
calendar to review as well. I know I have a few things that I have to do for you, Jolander, so I'll make sure to do that
Yeah.
this week.
So this can come after that. Yeah. Sure.
Okay,
Definitely. Yeah.
awesome.
Mhm.
Cool. So that's pretty much it in terms of action items. Was there anything else that anyone wanted to talk about? I know we got the big comment here with the messaging updates. So once we get this into a PR, I'll definitely spend a lot more time reviewing this. So again, thank you, Steve. And I'll be curious to see what others what others have to say about it, because my plan is to ping several people from various different like the Linux Foundation and whatnot about this PR, Steve, just to see what people think, and that are using CD events or attempted to build something with CD events. So we should hopefully get multiple eyes on it, other than us maintainers to kind of help with this. But yeah, really excited for this. This is like a good step in the right direction.
No problem.
Okay, awesome. Well, if that is it, I think that'll be it then. I guess we'll have 40 minutes back. It's quick and easy meeting here. And yeah, I'll be around in Slack. I have some PRs I need to review, so I'll do that with the time that I get back. But yeah, if you guys need anything, feel free to message me. And then I'll see you guys in 2 weeks then. And thanks everyone for coming.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.